Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to export super high quality Instagram Reels in DaVinci Resolve. As much as we'd all love for Instagram to go back to being more of a photo sharing app, videos and Reels are here to stay. And I'm sure a lot of the time you noticed some Reels just don't look all that good quality wise. But then I'm sure the odd time you come across one that just looks immaculate and looks perfect. It's like the highest quality you can possibly see. And you might be wondering, how exactly do I achieve that type of video quality on Instagram from Instagram Reels? So I'm going to show you the exact settings that I use to achieve the highest quality possible for my Instagram Reels. And these export settings I'm about to show you right here are actually good for TikTok as well. So those videos you upload over there will look fantastic as well. Okay, so first things first, no matter how we shoot our content, we're going to want to set up our timeline in DaVinci to be a 1080p sequence. To do this, we can just right click on our timeline file in the media pool under the edit screen, choose timelines, and click timeline settings. This is where we can set the resolution of our project. First, make sure you uncheck use project settings at the bottom here, and then you'll be able to either choose 1920 by 1080 HD from the section over here, or you can simply type it in the boxes over here. Just make sure you put 1080 in the first box since that's for the width, and 1920 in the second box since that's for the height. As for the frame rate, make sure it's in either 24 or 30 frames per second. Now, it does make sense to use the frame rate that you shot in if you did shoot in either 24 or 30. And Instagram does have a native frame rate of 30 frames per second. So if you want no issues at all, you can just set your timeline up as 30 frames per second as well. But since I do shoot primarily in 24 frames per second, I've had no issue just creating a 24 frames per second timeline as well. And when you're done that, just click OK. And now our project is ready to drop in our video clips. So this is now where you can have some fun. You can just drag in any clips you want to use, cut them up how you like, add some text or even some overlay effects, and admire your work. And if you want to make sure everything is framed and won't get cut off by Instagram's interface, I've actually created this awesome little guide that you can just overlay on top of your footage in DaVinci Resolve over here in the timeline. So that'll really help you see where all the UI or user interface of Instagram is, so you can make sure you lay out important elements like text or important aspects of your video within the bounds that will be fully visible in Instagram's interface. So if you're interested in checking that file out, I made it available to you for free, so you can just check it out in the description down below. And once you're pleased with your video, we're ready to dial in our export settings. But before we move on to that, I just want to take a quick moment to shout out today's sponsor, and that is Cuts Clothing. If you noticed in the reel I was editing over here, it featured me wearing clothes from Cuts Clothing. The clothes from Cuts always keep me looking professional and stylish, keep me feeling fresh when on set, and they're just perfect for filmmakers and content creators. They've been outfitting me for quite some time now, and they just released their new spring drop, which is everything from t-shirts to long sleeve tops to hoodies and so much more. And they have these awesome new colors which will keep you looking fresh for spring and going into summer. And they do have a women's line as well, so let me tell you, my wife absolutely loves the clothes that she's grabbed from Cuts. So if you're interested in checking out these awesome items from the spring collection or anything else from their offering, head over to the link in the description down below and you will save 15% off your entire order. But enough of that, let's get on over to the export settings. Once we're ready to export, just click the Deliver tab at the bottom of the screen and you'll see all the export settings on the left-hand side. Starting at the top, give your video a name. It can be absolutely anything you want. Then choose a location to save your Instagram Reel or TikTok video. Then under Format, choose QuickTime. And for codec, choose H.264. For encoder, you can either leave it as auto or choose your graphic card if it shows up, like NVIDIA in my case. And this will just ensure that it uses hardware encoding, so that'll help your computer have the best performance to be exporting your video. Then for resolution, make sure 1920 by 1080 is selected and that use vertical resolution is checked on. For the frame rate, make sure it's set to the same that your timeline was in, which in my case was 23.976. Next, under quality, you should see that restrict to is checked on, but grayed out. This is absolutely fine, it just means that you can't check away from or change the settings away from being restrict to. Then in the box beside it, you want to type in 5000. And finally, make sure rate control is set to constant bitrate, and you can leave everything else as is. Then at the bottom, click Add to Render Queue, and you should see the file ready to be rendered on the right-hand side over here. The final step is to just click Render All and watch as your video exports. So when it's done exporting, you want to transfer your video file to your phone. Now, you can do this a number of ways, but when I'm using my Mac and my iPhone, I like to use AirDrop, or you can just simply use something like Google Drive or Dropbox. Using either of these methods will make sure it reduces compression when sending it over to your phone. And once that's done, you are good to go. You're good to upload. I really do find these export settings here give me the best looking and the highest quality Instagram Reels and TikToks with as little compression as possible. Hopefully that helps you get the best looking Instagram Reels or TikToks as well. And that concludes this video. I really hope it helped you out. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and also follow me over on Instagram at AlexSPerry. I'm going to be posting lots more tips and tricks like this, both there as well as here on YouTube, so make sure you stay tuned. And with that, I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.